mainframe before anyone sees me. Cops are on my tail. Jesus Christ. They know I'm gonna do it. They can't stop me. Freaking pigs. Alright. Just almost there. 2 more sentences. And the essay is done. Oh. I have to... Shit. Download Zach. 1. Enter. Got him. Hey, Zach!
What is going on?
Oh, damn it. Did I type in robot somewhere?
Gotcha.
Does that look like robot to you?
No, it looks like words again you've just randomly typed.
We're just gonna close that.
We'll leave a picture up at the end of the video of what he typed. Because it was very funny.
And don't forget to go buy your Apple Mac product.
Product placement!
Give us money.
Sponsors.
Give us money.
So what are we doing here? Weekly episode of,
yes, do you remember
what is our show called?
Comic Book Mania.
Comic Book Mania!
Carnival Book Mania.
Carnivals!
Let's go to the carnival. We're going
to the carnival.
No, we can't do
Copyright.
Alright, so, I would have put an intro before. Well, after our other intro, there's another intro.
There's 2 intros?
Yeah, there's the first intro and then the second intro.
Okay. Is there gonna be 2 endings?
Maybe. You tell me.
I don't know. Are you doing editing tricks here? Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching last week of our Comic Book Mania episode 1. Let's talk about news, starting out with, I have to pull out a list. A list.
What's this? A list. There's magic in the air.
This show's gonna be great.
Why didn't you have this ready?
We were planning things.
What's this? A list.
That's what we planned. Alright, so...
That took all day. It is now 4 in the morning. We've been working since 2 at night.
Mm-hmm. So we only worked for 2 hours?
No, 2 at night, afternoonish.
You said 2 at night, which is the morning.
Which is PM.
You don't know what you're talking about.
2 at night is not 2 in the morning.
Okay. Jesus Christ. We're gonna look up, because DC put out their list.
Marvel put out their list.
No, last week.
Oh, last week. DC, yeah, we talked about that, didn't we?
And then the day after we recorded, Marvel was like, we're gonna ruin your video, so we're gonna post up our entire list. That was the reason they did that, because we posted our first video.
They saw it.
Okay. So where is it? Okay, I have... Okay, so we already know what's coming out in 2015 is not Guardians, Avengers 2. Are you on your knees? Mm-hmm. Alright, Avengers 2 and Ant-Man. And then we have
2016.
May 6th, which they announced was going to be the Serpent Squad first.
Yes, they said Captain America's Serpent Squad, and the fans were just like...
So we're not getting Civil War?
And then they were like, no, we lied!
So we're getting Captain America's Civil War. And then we're getting November 4th, Doctor Strange. Got announced, 2016.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
It hasn't... Actually, we were wrong last episode. It's only been reported that he's going to be playing
Didn't it just get confirmed?
No, it hasn't gotten confirmed
Whoopsie!
Yet. They would have announced it at the
We should get our facts straight.
We should. So yeah, Doctor Strange getting his movie. And then we have, in the beginning of May...
This got moved up.
Which is going to be May 5th, 2017.
Yes.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Which I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, yeah, the first one was outstanding.
And then we have July 28th, 2017.
Thor
Ragnarok. I don't know.
I hope they bring in Better Ray Bill.
It's basically, I think, the synopsis.
See the picture?
That's for the Mighty
Oh,
Thor.
this is awkward.
What are you doing?
What did you do?
Why did you touch things? Stop touching things.
I'm done.
Alright. Then we have, which I'm really looking forward to, November 3rd.
Yes, and they casted
Chadwick Boseman, who played in
the Black Panther.
Black Panther. He played as Jackie Robinson in This Is 42, and then James Brown. So I think he's going to be a fantastic Black Panther.
That's my dance.
And then the first...
Part one of the Avengers Infinity War.
Which is going to bring in Thanos, finally.
And it's going to be the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy coming as one.
Well, they haven't said that yet.
No, they have.
Okay, and then after the part one, we're going to have Captain Marvel, which I'm really looking forward to. The first female superhero of Marvel is going to... Single movie is going to get a movie finally. I love the pick of Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people are looking forward to Black Widow, but I think this is a
No, because Black Widow's stupid.
And then the movie that...
I'm so excited about
I thought
this.
you would be excited for is Inhumans.
Because I'm in it.
Dante is... I don't know if it's that one, because it's got a picture of a different one.
Well, that's...
So, yeah. Alright, whatever. And then... Is that it?
What?
And then we have part 2 of Captain...
is that it?
Yeah, that's it. And then we have part 2 of...
the Infinity Wars.
The Infinity Wars in 2019.
Yes.
So that's Marvel news. Thank you, Marvel, for ruining our video last week.
But thank you for telling us this list because now I love you again.
DC and Marvel are going to war.
Oh, and just announced actually today.
Which was it?
Marvel Comics is going to be doing a crossover with Attack on Titan.
I hope that's not a trick.
I hope so either.
Don't trick us, Marvel.
Because that's awesome.
So, with the news of DC and Marvel releasing their schedules, which side are you looking more forward to?
I have to wait and see.
I'm looking forward to more Marvel. They have a better track record.
At the moment, that's why I'm looking forward to more Marvel.
Better freaking track record.
But that's why I want to wait and see what Dawn of Justice has to offer.
Okay, so that's our Marvel new... Oh, one more thing, DC-wise. Scarecrow has been confirmed to appear on Gotham, which will lead us right... Segues are good, which will lead us right into the TV reviews. So, if you have already not watched TV shows, if you already have, and you don't want to know about spoilers, turn this video off now. Thank you for watching for Marvel and DC news.
Subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad.
Tell your mom's friends, tell your dad's friends, if he has any.
He does.
He doesn't have any friends.
No.
We're his friends. Yeah. Hi, Dad.
We'll always be your friends.
Patrick.
Wait, were you saying hi to your dad?
No, I was saying hi to the dad.
Hi, Zach's dad.
My dad doesn't watch these videos.
Why not?
He doesn't know we do these videos.
Tell him. He'll watch.
He's actually asked for videos in the past, but that's...
Hi, Zach's dad.
Well, I'll send him a link. Okay.
We'll call him later.
I want to call my dad.
I want to call your dad. All right.
You don't even want to talk to your dad.
Into the TV shows.
Okay, so...
Last week we told everyone what our top one is, but now I figured, you know what we should do?
Okay.
Let's not do it that way.
Okay. But we already talked about Walking Dead for last week, so we're going to be talking about it Sunday's video, which we have these whole scheduling things
If you would let me talk.
But where we stop from last week is the Walking Dead episode, and then all the comic book episodes from then on. Is that how we're doing it? I'm just explaining. All right, go ahead.
What I was gonna say
okay.
was we do it in day order.
That's what I was gonna say.
Walking Dead, then Gotham.
Yes.
Then Flash, then Arrow, then Constantine. Well, it should be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Then Constantine. Then
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on
nothing.
Tuesdays anyway. By the
Is
way.
it? I thought it was Thursdays.
It's on Tuesdays. Ow. Oh, another little news thing is Flash is not having a new episode this week. So.
Wait, he's not?
No, he's not.
That's news to me.
I was gonna surprise you, and I did. Flash is not having a new episode this
Why?
week. They're on vacation for a week. They're gonna come back next week.
God damn you, Grant.
So we won't have to talk about Flash on next week's episode.
Okay. We'll still miss you.
We will miss
Love
Flash.
you, Barry.
That show's the best one so
and
far.
Grant.
Grant is Barry. Grant Gustin is Barry.
What?
Yeah, the guy that plays Barry Allen is Grant Gustin.
I'm gonna go back to computer hack.
Okay. No, don't do that. You didn't do anything good. So let's talk about Gotham. Last week's.
We're gonna talk about Walking Dead first.
No, we talked about last week's episode.
Not this week, the one that just passed.
Which is the ending video. Because Sunday is the last day we
No,
watch.
Sunday's the beginning of the week.
Then if we're going by that logic, we should have talked about last week's episode.
Well, yeah, but we were doing it in the order that we liked them.
So do you just okay, all right.
We should really discuss this off camera.
We should, okay.
But,
so
we're not professional.
But if we're going by that logic, Sunday just happened yesterday. So we should be discussing this week's comics, but we're not doing that, so we're going to Walking Dead last. Because it was the last show we watched this week. Is it not? Let's talk about Gotham, okay? What happened on Gotham?
What happened on Gotham?
Gotham. What happened on Gotham? I actually really liked the episode.
Refresh my memory because I saw it on Monday.
It was a Harvey Bullock inspired episode.
Yes.
Spirit of the Goat.
Spirit of the Goat, not the Maker.
We got our first glimpse of the Batman cowl.
Massachusetts is no.
But I really liked this episode because it took the focus away from Gordon, which he did have a little bit in the episode. But Harvey got a lot in this episode, and his acting was phenomenal.
Yes.
And Penguin...
There weren't really many, phenomenal moments throughout the episode. I mean, the first scene was outstanding, where Bullock found the Spirit of the Goat.
Well, when they did the rewind, the flashback.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
That was great.
And then
he was basically Gordon.
Yeah,
Now
and then it was
Gordon
kind
is
of
now,
it was slow and whatnot. And then I think the end made the episode.
What, the whole thing with Gordon?
Where Gordon got arrested, and they're like, "You're arrested for the murder of
Cobblepot comes up
Oswald Cobblepot," and he's like, "Hello, Detective Gordon."
My jaw
and everyone's
dropped.
like, "Oh my god!"
And I gotta give an apology to the show Gotham because I said last week I would stop watching, but they got me back in. So
I do love his mom.
Oh, Cara Kane's amazing. She's amazing.
All right, this is gonna sound weird. That whole scene with his mom in the bathtub.
He was in the bathtub. She was
bathing him. She was bathing him.
Okay.
But when she was like, "Don't find any other woman Mama's the only one that will ever love you. And he's like, but Mama, I found a friend. I found someone I can trust. And she goes,
Jim.
and he was like, he's a police officer. And she looks at him and goes, you cannot trust the police in Gotham.
Very true.
And that was kind of like a huge thing because it's like, you can't trust the police in Gotham.
But there's a theory going around that actually Penguin is going to turn out to be the Joker in the entire time. He was setting up for the Joker. And I don't agree with that. But they made she says something in the episode, The Mother, where she's like, you were hanging out with ladies with painted faces. And who does the Joker hang out with? Harley Quinn, blah, blah. But it's also that it could also mean that he's hanging out with prostitutes. So.
Yes.
But
or fake women. It's also another thing for painted faces.
So they're basically saying Penguin, but I don't think they would set up this much time for this character. And
Enigma also had a big
had a big episode this week.
Where he pissed that girl off in
I
the
thought
office.
that was a girl from the comic books. I couldn't find anything on her.
No,
her name was Kristen Kringle. So she's raised Santa Claus.
And he made that joke.
He
It
did
was
make
actually
the joke.
really good.
He did make that joke. And you could see the character. But
there's character development is perfect.
In this episode. In the other episodes, not so much. But what I hated about this episode is he picks up a cup and it's got a fucking question mark on it. It's like, I'm the Joker. I mean, I'm the Riddler, basically saying that. But Gotham was a lot better this week. It took the focus off of Gordon and Bruce, which I liked, and it involved the other characters. Yeah. And I liked it a lot. I think Harvey took a big step in becoming my favorite character this week, because you understand why he's the way he is now.
Yeah.
And I hope they did that. And you also saw that his partner wasn't killed. He just went mentally insane in this episode. Yeah, he was in the mental hospital in the episode. His partner.
That's not a mental hospital. I thought it was a like an old folks home.
Yeah, they really didn't explain it. And then
you found out that Bullock's actually paying for that.
Yeah, so he's a good guy all around.
Yeah.
And the episode shows the villain of the week is the spirit of the goat. You also find out at the end of the episode it was the therapist who was controlling them the entire time. And then my favorite moment of the week when the therapist sends one of the patients to come kill Bullock, and he takes him down, and then the therapist is going downstairs and just shoots her. And that was my favorite episode.
I didn't like her acting for that because she just fell down. She's like, ah!
I just got shot. But that was good. Gotham got a lot better this week, thankfully. So yeah, that was Gotham. Good.
Next, we'll jump to Flash. Flash last week.
Fantastic. Oh my god, it's getting so good.
They introduced
to do things, and and they also introduced at the end of the episode. What's his name? Heatwave.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my god, and it's both of them from Prison Break, which is a really good show.
But what I loved about the Captain Cold thing,
it was great.
The fact that he had the glasses and the coat. That was my main thing.
I also like that they gave an explanation why he has the gun and everything. Yeah. He just didn't get some random power like the villains have been getting. And they kept him alive.
Well, he stole it.
He didn't steal it.
He stole the gun.
His associates did.
Well, they stole it, and then he stole it from them.
Yeah. So
they thought he was going to buy it. And then he also stole the heat gun.
Yeah, they brought both of them in. He was like, I don't work with fire.
Yeah.
I don't work with heat, but I'll work with cold. He made Arnold Schwarzenegger style puns in this episode. He's like, you need to cool off. I was like, yes, I love that. He's going to be a great villain. Both of them are, I think.
There was the argument between Cisco and Flash.
Great. Oh my god. Grant Gustin
because Cisco
was great in this one.
made this weapon
to stop Barry just in case.
And then Felicity was there. Felicity was in town.
It's basically a little crossover episode.
It was beautiful.
So I felt they
kissed.
They did, but I understand why they can't be together.
Baricity.
No, it's
Baricity.
Or it's
Flary.
Yeah, Flary, whatever.
Flary or Baricity.
Yeah.
Vote in the comments.
But in the entire episode, it's basically that you thinking that they're gonna get together, but they don't because both of them love someone that they can't have. Which Barry loves Iris and Felicity obviously loves Oliver from Arrow. But it was a great episode. My favorite guy in the episode is Iris's father. I forget his name. Joe. He is the best actor on that show. Mm-hmm. His scenes with him and Iris and then him and Eddie are fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
He had so much to the show, and when he finally tells her why he doesn't want to, it's not that he doesn't appreciate the relationship between her and Eddie, but the reason he doesn't want to talk about it was so sweet, and I'm just like,
due to the fact that he doesn't
want him to get hurt.
Exactly.
And then Eddie,
because if he gets hurt, then his daughter gets hurt, then he gets hurt.
We're talking
about
Eddie
Barry gets hurt.
Yeah.
And then everyone blows up
Cisco
in a fiery
gets
car
hurt.
crash.
No, but then he's like, I don't want to face you, and you look differently at me. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. You're the best character on the show. Thank you, Jesse L. Martin, for giving us one of the best
Wait, didn't they start out with him trying to do... That was a great opening scene. If I'm remembering it correctly, it was the, they're trying to get his, what is it called? He was playing Operation. He was playing...
Oh, okay. He was playing chess.
Multitasking.
Yeah, he was multitasking at the same time.
And he lost at chess.
But he wanted Operation in ping pong.
And he goes, at least I got 2 out of 3.
It was good. There was also another theory floating around that Eddie, they're leading Eddie towards becoming the villain, because when he's at trivia, they ask him the question about what is Han Solo's ship called, and he couldn't get it. It was the Millennium Falcon. But somebody actually, I was reading comments about this, they don't need that knowledge in the future. They don't know about Star Wars in the future. So he could probably be one of the...
But Eddie's not from the future.
They don't know that. He could turn out to be...
He could be with Dr. Harrison.
He's got the blonde hair, too.
For what?
For, what's his name? Which Flash did you say?
Booster
Gold. Booster Gold had the long, luscious blonde hair.
He does.
And he's shaved it up.
Make him.
That's what I'm saying. They could,
I'm going to have to do some research on this.
Well, I'm just telling you, this is the theories that are going around.
They could go with that.
And I think it's a good theory. I also think Harrison Wells is going to be ending up being Barry from the future.
Barry or Professor Zoom?
I think Barry.
And
he had some moments with Cisco this week where I'm like, okay, he's a bad guy.
That end scene where he was like Cisco, don't ever try to hurt him.
I'm like, okay, you're probably creepier than you should be.
Barry.
So I think
he ripped his shirt off. He had an I Love Barry shirt. He's from the future.
But like, Flash is getting... I like in the beginning when he's talking to Joe, Barry and him, where he's like, did you just refer to yourself in the third person? He's like, yeah, I did. I'm not better than the Streak, but I have a better name for it. And he's like, the Flash, and then Iris comes in. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, on the nose, but it's good. So Flash was great this week. I love it.
That actually reminds me, because this is going to be my segue.
Segues. They're awesome. Can you put a giant segue going by?
I'll do my best.
Okay.
There was actually a few seasons ago an Arrow where they brought up calling him the Green Arrow.
Yeah.
And Oliver went, that's stupid. And I looked at my TV and I went, you're stupid.
And then the second season happened. You're just like, I don't care about the first season, whatever happened in that one.
Okay.
So we'll talk about Arrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Another...
Oh, fantastic
I may have missed not last week's episode, the week before that. I may have missed that, but I caught up, watched that episode. Very good.
Yes.
Loved the ending where she got coffee poured on her, and she just like...
That's what I was talking about. And she's like, I don't care. The whole thing with Malcolm is the pain and suffering.
Now, this episode was fantastic.
Let's talk about the ending real quick.
Ra's al Ghul's in.
You told me you like... I don't feel it yet with the guy that they got to play him.
He needs the hair out here.
Maybe it's because I love Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul. Yes. Or it's Ra's al Ghul, which Nessie calls him.
I call him Ra's al Ghul.
Okay, Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, whatever. But he's in the show, and I love it. That could mean that they bring in Batman, which I think would be fantastic, and then they have the whole Justice League. Because now Supergirl... Oh, that was another thing we forgot about in the news.
Supergirl's getting a TV show.
Yeah, with the same casting for Flash and Arrow, which I think is fantastic. Yeah, the guys that casted that show are going to be casting Supergirl. So I have all the faith in the world in that show's going to
Is that going to be the CW show?
CBS.
No, because CW had picked up another superhero show. They're not announcing what it is,
the
though.
Krypton show. The one I was
that
telling
what
you
it
last
is?
week. Yeah, they're going to talk the Krypton show. But yes, they brought in Ra's al Ghul. Nissi in this episode is looking for Sarah's killer. They all are looking for Sarah's killer. They think it's Malcolm. The week before it was revealed he's back in the show.
Yes.
He's taking care of Thea, and Thea came back to Starling City.
So it's a nice family reunion, but it's a sad. And we found out that Oliver is doing his best to get Thea to trust him.
Yeah. He's telling her everything.
He told her that Malcolm...
He left out a couple things, but he hasn't told her that he's the Arrow yet.
Yeah.
Which I thought they would have revealed it, but I think they're waiting till the end of the season or something.
But I thought that was a really sweet moment when
they're in the cafe and they're talking.
Yeah, and then he's like, Malcolm's still alive. And she's like, Malcolm was my father, and he was
Malcolm's
like, no.
Dead. Malcolm's dead. Oh,
he said, Malcolm's blood. Robert was your father.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that was
a sweet little moment.
Very, because then she's like, oh, shit, maybe he's right.
Maybe he is right. But she's been deceiving him
But then at the end, she was just like, hey, Dad!
I love you so much. I thought that was sweet. I like Malcolm in this season.
Oh, I love him.
And he's not the one that... I think it's Ra's al Ghul that killed Sarah.
I don't.
Who do you think killed Sarah?
I thought it was Thea.
You still think it's Thea?
I'm going with Thea.
But Malcolm says something in the episode to Oliver. He's like...
He said, I swear on Thea's life
that I didn't kill her. But he also says, why would I enrage Ra's al Ghul more to get out of the league?
Exactly.
But Ra's al Ghul doesn't like Sarah anyway.
True.
So why would Malcolm? Why would it would only help? It would only help Malcolm get back into the League of Shadows, but he still wants to kill Malcolm. And then Ra's al Ghul is...
Arrow has a war with Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah,
the League of Shadows, not just
It's going to lead to the big...
Lazarus Pit.
They showed it in the episode.
Did they?
He comes out of the pool. Kind of.
Oh, that's what that... I thought it was a tub.
It's basically the Lazarus Pit.
I thought it was a tub.
I thought he was going to be a little bit younger. The guy that played...
I like that they got him old. I like that they show his rings.
Yeah.
Where he has the one that's claw,
Yep.
and he has the one regular ring. I was like, that's cool.
I like the guy. I like the voice they got for Ra's al Ghul. I think he's gonna be great. The episode was basically looking for Malcolm. Yeah. And basically, it was a really good episode.
With Ra's al Ghul coming in, I mean, it's basically introducing the demon.
Malcolm says something in the episode to Ollie when he's about to kill him. Ollie's got the arrow on him, and he's like, no prison can hold me. And he references the prison that Slade's in, and he's like, even that prison can't hold me.
So that means that
Slade's coming back!
Well, not just that. It means that Malcolm knows about it. And if that prison can't hold Malcolm...
It can't hurt Slade.
It can't hold Slade.
Slade's coming back, and I cannot wait. Manu Bennett was a perfect Slade Wilson. I hope he's in the season. I hope he comes back. Or they'll lead up to Slade probably joining the League of Assassins, hopefully, maybe.
Has he joined? I don't think he joins the League of Assassins. He just does it for fun and money.
Well, he's still got a vendetta, and Ra's al Ghul's now got a vendetta with Ollie for protecting Malcolm.
Wait, didn't they say something like that? The enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Yeah, they said that in the episode. Malcolm's now being protected by Ollie, because Ollie believes he didn't kill Sarah, which I believe as well. So yeah.
But honestly, I don't think Malcolm needs Oliver's help. Malcolm can hold his own.
The entire League of Assassins coming after you?
Malcolm can... He was holding off Nyssa and Oliver.
Oliver wasn't fighting.
I couldn't tell who Oliver was fighting.
Oliver was trying to get Nyssa away
Oliver
from
was
him.
fighting himself.
He was,
at that point.
He's been fighting himself this entire season.
Oh my god, it's metaphorical.
It is, basically.
He was fighting his inner demons.
Yes.
And speaking of demons...
Are we talking about Constantine? We've segued perfectly into Constantine. I actually did not watch.
Good.
I actually did not watch the second
Why?
episode.
It's so good.
I didn't have time. You can explain what happened in it.
Oh, I thought I heard something. Oh god, look, we have to have an interruption. Alright, hang on, we're gonna go on the elevator. Do 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 do. That was a fun ride.
That was a great elevator. I almost fell back there.
I know, it was great.
We were on floor 4.
And a half.
For Constantine. That's a great segue into Constantine.
Okay, so...
See, I didn't watch the episode, so Dante will talk about it.
This episode took place in our home state.
In PA. I heard it took place in Pennsylvania. It was in Pittsburgh, right?
No.
That area?
It was in some, mining place.
Okay.
I don't know. One of those BS towns that we have.
Well, we don't care about.
Yeah, because we're Philadelphian.
Okay, so what happened in the episode? Last week they ended off with the girl going away.
Yes, she doesn't come back.
She's not coming.
She's gone.
She's gone from the.
She's on.
Is she gone from the series?
I don't think the series, but she's gone for now.
Because at the end of the episode with some other girl drawing Constantine,
and she comes in this episode.
Okay, so
basically it starts out, and it's some mining guy, and he comes home, and his wife is obviously scared of him, and he drinks, and then she's like, well. He was... This part actually made me laugh, and I feel bad for laughing.
Why?
But the wife's like... She's cooking the dinner, and he grabs a drink, and he goes, I want dinner. She's like, it's not ready yet. Go shower. Then it'll be ready. And that part just made me laugh, because it was so stupid.
She had more fear in her voice in this
yes.
part? Okay.
And so he goes, steps in the shower. They show him showering, and then, muck just comes pouring out of the shower head. And I'm like, what is that? And then he feels it, and he's like, ah, blah, 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 and looks up and, stares at it, and then fire shoots out, and he gets lit on fire.
So it was gasoline that was shooting in, the shower.
Yes, okay. And then it pans out, and there's a handprint on the door
So there's a demon
yes.
involved in this. Well, it's Constantine.
So then Constantine, he has the map that the girl left, and they show you that whenever one of the spots gets wet with blood, the blood that's on there, whenever Stop laughing. The blood spot gets wet, it means that that's happening right now. So they know where to go.
Okay.
So they travel there. He reaches there at the same time that the funeral was going on. And it cuts back to this girl drawing. And she's drawing more pictures of him. Oh, nice little nod, which I'm glad NBC did.
What?
They show him walking. And smoke comes behind his head.
So they're...
No.
Okay.
They show him walking again. And he goes like this. And moves.
So they're not showing the smoking.
They're not showing him smoking, but they're showing him smoking.
So it's basically like, we can't show the smoking, but we'll still give you what you want.
Yes.
So
I was very happy about that. Then, so the girl leaves her building, and she, after drawing this beautiful picture of John, she comes downstairs, bumps into him. And he's like, oh, and she's like, she's very awkward at this point. She goes, I've seen you before. He's like, I have that effect on people. She's like, no, I see you in my dreams. And he's like, okay.
Let's step back from the crazy lady.
He takes the drawing and he's like, one artist to another, let me show you something. Perspective means everything, and so does light. And he takes the pencil and he puts it through the eye holes on the person, and he puts it up to the light. And she's staring at it, and then she's like, well, how do you, and turns around and he's gone. I thought that's really creative.
It's a Batman trick.
Then she's like, oh, great. And she pulls out of her pocket, she's got his ID.
Oh, okay.
And his wallet and all that other crap. So then,
did he give it to her, or did she steal it?
No, she stole it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So all this other stuff happens, and they find out that it's not a demon that's in the mining shaft. There's something trying to warn them. And it's like a Clabado. I swear to God, it's some weird name. I can't remember it. But it's meant to be there for miners, and it's supposed to, like, warn them that they're going too far or something bad's going to happen, so it'll knock on the walls to warn them. And it's been doing this for many, many, many times, and they've been ignoring it, and the lead foreman has been ignoring it. So some more stuff happens. I think 2 more people die, and then it comes down. There's 1 person left to kill. So we find out that Constantine teaches this girl how to use her powers correctly. So he has her sit down, and
the drawing girl.
Yes, and she sits down, and he's like, picture a white place and just listen to my voice. Listen to my voice. And he starts directing her, and he's like, tell me what you see. And she pictures a church. So he goes to the church, and there's a demon drawn on the wall, and then he's like, this part made me laugh too, and he goes, he's standing there, and he's like, all right, knock it off, get out of here, no one wants you here. And 2 people stand up, and it's a shirtless dude and a shirtless girl. And he's like, really? In a church? So then he's like, hold up, what is that? And he points to the shadow figure on the wall, and he goes, it's one of those, it's just one of those legends, man. And then they leave, and he's like, all right, get out of here, you rapscallions. So all that happened.
Say rapscallion?
I wish.
I hope so.
But yeah, I mean, all that happened, and then we find out that the person that was summoning these demons to kill these men was the wife of the man that was scared at the beginning.
Oh, I should have seen that coming.
So Constantine figures this out, and at the end of the episode, he's like, oh, hey, I know it's you.
Stop summoning those demons.
And then she says something, and 3 demons come out of the ground, and they're like, what are you gonna do, bud?
We got her back.
And then he's like, don't make me. And she's like, I want to see you try. Boys, get him. So then they start fighting, and then they stop him. And he's like, you think that this is going to stop me? And she's like, what do you mean? And he's like, the demon that died in this house, come and destroy the one that killed you. And she's like, wait, what? And then it cuts to her husband, comes out of the ground, grabs her, and drags her to hell.
Ooh. So that was the end of the episode?
And then they set up that she's now, the girl is a clairvoyant, basically, and she's joining his team.
Okay, so
and I think next week they're going to Chicago for something.
Chi-Town.
What?
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town.
That's what it's called.
That's weird. It's spelled Ch.
Sorry. Yeah, Chi-Town. Chi-Town. That's what they call them.
Ch.
It's not Shit-Town. Just sounds like you have a stutter.
It's Shit-Town. Take that, Chicago.
Alright, I didn't say anything. He hates Chicago for some reason.
They took him out.
Alright, so let's talk about the last episode of the week, which happened a couple days ago, which after this recording will be a couple days ago, but it's yesterday in this our universe.
I like you didn't do a segue there. I had a really good one.
Chicago, death,
no.
Death to the
Infidel. I was gonna say, well, since it ended with the guy coming out of the ground, that reminds me of zombies. Oh, we have to talk about The Walking Dead.
I don't care. Oh. So that also segues to the slap in the face of this episode, because this episode was a piece of shit. I'm sorry. What? I hated this episode.
Really?
After the last couple weeks, this is a real...
Everybody hates Christmas in it.
I know, that's why. You like my segue? It was better than yours.
I enjoyed the episode.
I thought okay. I
found out
don't
where
want to
Beth
say
was.
I don't want to say I hated it, but it wasn't as good as the last. Couple
Well,
weeks.
yes, but we found out where Beth was. She's in a hospital
in Atlanta, which makes me think they didn't get anywhere in this show. Seriously, they've stayed in Atlanta. They've been that area. Rick's been like, we left and we're in a new place. Nope, you've been in Atlanta the entire time.
We're in Kansas now. No, you're just like 2 miles out of Atlanta, dude.
He literally got out of the.
He walked in a circle.
They're in the hospital that he was in, and they cleaned it out, and he's 2 miles from the hospital. This show has duped us into believing they've gone to places, when in reality, they've stayed in the same fucking state.
Alright, so we found out where Beth
Thanks,
is.
episode. Jesus Christ.
We found out where Beth was.
And everybody hates Chris gets the shit kicked
What
out
is
of
his
this
name?
episode. Noah.
Well, no, I know that.
Oh, the kid actual name?
Yeah.
No, I don't know his
Alright,
name.
well, don't look it up. Don't look it
I'm
up.
not going
We're being
to.
professional. Stop looking at your phone.
I was just looking at the
Slut.
time. No, but he was great in this episode. I loved him in this episode.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a great addition
So
to the cast.
basically, there's police officers, and they're basically
their own civilization now in the hospital.
And there's a doctor, and he's
Doctor was badass
I
in
like,
this
I
episode.
like the doctor, especially when he killed people.
Well, he didn't kill anybody. He got
Yes,
Beth.
he
He got Beth to kill somebody for
Oh
him.
yeah.
He's like, you gave him protozoan, whatever the fuck you call it. He's like, no,
You gave him chlorocine, right?
And then she's like, no,
you said
protein.
chloramine.
And then she
He's
killed
like,
somebody.
And he's like, no, I didn't. You liar.
And you find out the episode he killed him because he knew he was a doctor and he didn't
Yes.
want it. There's basically a hierarchy of this.
I like how it was basically, though, Beth was in his office and she, like, the way I saw it was, like, she had her feet on the desk and she was like, I know you killed him. And he's like,
what?
who told you?
And then
He was a doctor.
The
Who wasn't?
the symbolism of this episode. He's got a picture of Peter, the
Yes.
apostle, and he's like, "Oh, Peter did this and that," and I'm like,
In the Bible, Peter said
he's not an apostle of
Yeah, he was a
disciple
follower of Jesus.
and that's when he gets killed.
Yes.
So basically, that's what. So you find they
So
try
Beth
to escape.
tries to escape. No video.
We can't go on video without you burping. Seriously. So Beth tries to escape with Noah. Noah gets free.
and then Beth
taken,
gets arrested.
and then she gets slapped again.
did
like
get
I did.
arrested.
She did get arrested. I'm not joking with you. You're right.
And then Beth, and then
She's about to kill the one guard, Dawn, who has been a bitch this entire episode.
I hate her.
And then she sees that Carol gets wheeled in.
And Carol may be dead.
No, I don't think she's dead. I think she's just unconscious.
Well, I think that too.
I think Daryl saw what's going on. I think he saw the shootout with Noah and them, and now he's
And now that was
Carol
the plan.
basically is setting
And then
in,
Daryl's gonna go pick up Noah.
and then they're gonna kill the entire. They're either
Gorman. I wanted to murder him.
He's
I'm watching the episode.
Stereotypical
I'm like,
bad cop.
You knock that off. You don't touch my Beth.
Don't put that lollipop in her mouth.
That was creepy.
It was. He was a creepy
He
bastard.
was so creepy.
And then he got his
this episode.
comeuppance in the end by the girl that he raped earlier. Became a walker.
Yes.
And killed him.
Yes.
So
He was creepy in this episode.
I think the end of last week's episode where Daryl comes back, I think he has Noah, and he found Noah like you said, and he went back to the group, and now they're gonna get the entire group to come back and save Beth and Carol. I think that's what's gonna happen. But I think next week is just gonna be about Abraham and his group.
But what I didn't get was, and I was reading something on this earlier. Mm-hmm. Two things.
Okay.
One, Dawn is talking to Beth, and she's like, "Oh, why?"
That's all she said. Oh.
It was like, "Why is we're trying to bring the world back to what it was, all this other stuff?" And she's like, "Why didn't she reference Rick and say, well, I had a group that."
She doesn't want to get them in trouble.
Oh, okay.
She's
And my second thing,
the whole Maggie thing.
why isn't Maggie looking for her sister?
We don't know. They kind of explain.
Abraham goes, "Who wants to come with me?" Maggie's like, "If Glenn's going, I'm going."
Well, I think I kind of explain it. Maggie probably feels like Beth's probably dead, because Daryl doesn't know. So she's like, I have to move on, because she's already lost her father and everything. She's lost all of her family. So at this point, she at least has Glenn to take care of her.
True.
So she feels like that's basically the gist of it. So I didn't really like this episode. It was
That's
good.
basically the gist of our episode.
Yeah. Stop segueing places. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back Friday with something new.
Something blue?
We're not married.
Oh.
Something old.
Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Okay, you should get married. I'm not gonna get married to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back next week. Another Comic Book Mania. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. subscribe to the channel. Dante keep doing this noise. And we'll see you guys on Friday for something else. We love you guys.
And you have a beautiful tomorrow.
That's Comic Book Mania.
Yeah, keep doing jazz hands. There you go.
Da, da, da,